What's up, everyone? We've got some more Mecha Break gameplay today, this time playing as Panther, the medium brawler striker, one of the 3 mechs in the game to have a melee attack, and the only one of the 3 to be entirely focused on melee damage. Alysnes and Welkin both have some ranged attacks at their disposal. The Panther is melee or nothing. You gotta get in and you gotta make it happen. And if you know me from my Gundam Evo days, historically I was not the best with the melee focus suits in that game, but it has been working a little bit better for me in Mecha Break. I've had a lot of success with Alysnes and Welkin and even Panther, although I think this was the one that took me the longest to get used to. But part of what helped with that was that Panther got some changes coming into the current beta. In the previous beta that I played, Panther could only charge the lance pin attack while you were in a grounded state. So you had to launch it from the ground, and if you couldn't charge it and then land on the ground and launch it either. You could only start charging on the ground, and you had to release it while you stayed on the ground as well, which really limited how you could approach people with that. It made it a lot harder to use against flying targets. You had to rely on your other melee attacks typically for that. Now you can charge that while airborne, which means you can land a pin attack just like that from pretty much anywhere, and then follow up with your other melee attacks. But the other change coming in this is, as you can see now, I'm out of energy, using my booster kit ability to recharge a bit of that energy right away. In previous beta, that was a kind of a one-time activation ability that would put you in a powered up state where your energy bar would keep refilling incredibly quickly, as would your shields. But now they changed it so it's, instead of being a one-time activation, it holds 5 charges, and each one of those charges fills up your energy gauge a bit, and also gives you back a little bit of shields. And some people, I think, preferred the previous way. But honestly, I kind of like the current way. I'm not as good with abilities that are kind of all or nothing like that, where you activate and then know you have to go sicko mode and take everyone out. This one is a little bit easier because it's like, okay, running low on energy, just pop 1 charge, and I know I've got 4 more. That 5th one might even recharge before I need it again. And it's a little bit easier to use there. And in fact, I could probably be even greedier with them than I have been in this match, where I'm letting my energy get lower than I have to, because like I said, recharge is pretty fast. But right now, energy not being the problem, health going low, even if I recharge some of my shield there was a sniper on me as well as the enemy Panther, and both of those are going to get through my fluid shields and hit that health bar directly, which was pretty low. So I feel like a lot of my Panther matches that have been on Eye of Misra, I wouldn't say it's necessarily the best map for Panther, because the objective often moves all over the place, and while you are very mobile, the easiest way to land your pins are when people have their focus drawn elsewhere, and you can just kind of hit them while they're not dashing around so much. So if someone grabs the key and starts running, you are pretty good at chasing them down, but it might be hard to get your full pin damage if you have to use it to close the distance. But looks like first key is picked up by them with the Sky Raider, but he's very low. My team looks like they're going to fish him off, so I turn my focus here over to the Stego. Get a bit of a pin on him. Gonna see if I can finish him off. He's stuck in a bit of an air juggle state right here. He might be out of energy, so he can't dash out of it. And just finish him off with that shield blade there. So typically, I'm going to be using the pin and the shield blade rather than the shield itself. It's a little bit awkward to swap between the two. I think the best Panther players are the ones that can probably manage that really well. But for me, I mostly just want my blade out, because unless I'm dealing with a lot of melees, although I am dealing with a melee right here where the shield could matter, I'm typically just going to be using that blade. But you can actually charge your lance charge at the same time as having your shield out, so that is a good time to be defensive with that, and then you can quick swap over to the blade after you land the pin to extend your damage. But yeah, taking out a couple of the melees here, forcing Alysnes to give rid of his armor. We just took out the Panther before that, and we are far away from the objective though. A has activated. Thankfully, one of my teammates is actually being nice and playing the objective while I'm getting bullied here by an Alysnes in the corner. He doesn't have his shield available, so I'm going to try and go for the pin, but he well times the melee attack and does get the parry there. I return with a parry of my own, then that last lance pin is able to finish him off. And then I'm noticing a sniper shot coming from somewhere. Not sure if that was from the Sky Raider in the air or one of their snipers. They do have 2. They have an Aquila and a Narukami. So if I can find either of those, I can probably kill them pretty quick. But right now, I've been fighting with these other brawlers. And I pushed the Panther over. There's our Welkin doing a good job. Has the objective in his box. Actually pushed the enemy Panther right up to him, which could have been a bad idea if he was low on HP. But thankfully, he's looking pretty healthy. So the 2 of us there was enough to scare away the Panther. And Welkin is going to get the full score off of this key. Now we're going to start positioning ourselves for B key coming up, but I see the Sky Raider in the air there. Going to close the distance with the lance charge. Going to use my energy boost and get in and finish off with the shield blade. And Panther can be surprisingly effective against those flying guys. You have the ability to close the distance fast and then just kind of lock them down with those melee attacks so they're not able to get out of there, as you saw in that exchange. There's Alysnes again out of his armor, calls in a new charge. Not going to be able to do anything about him for a bit here, but then enemy Panther in on me. He's got his shield up, but he drops it just as I let the pin go, and I do get him into the wall there. Clash of melees for a sec, and we're both going to go our separate ways because B point is about to activate, and the key is going to be available there. And I want to do my part and play the objective, because so far I haven't been on it too much. He just activated. Going to try and make my way over there as fast as I can. I don't see any of my teammates in the area. Get stuck on a rock here a second, and I look over, and there is the enemy Skyrider just picking up the key as I get there. Get a slight hit on him with that lance charge, but not enough to get the pin, and he starts flying away. And I'm low on energy, even if I pop all of my booster recharges there. I think by the time I catch up with the Skyrider, I'll be completely out of energy. So I decide just turn my focus to the enemy Stego, see if I can take him out, and then hopefully the rest of my team, with this Stego out of the picture, can approach and kill that Skyrider a little bit easier. But he has been on the rocket long enough to take the lead in the score. It looks like he finally goes down there. I'm not sure if he got the full key amount or if he was taken out beforehand, but it is giving them the lead. But taking out the other Panther again there, and I'm looking pretty low. Still got a bit before the A key generates, so I was actually going to be a little bit greedy here, take some fights and see if I get taken out. That way I'll respawn with full HP. Gonna go in on this Alysnes. Get part of the pin, but he slips out of it and he's flying away. Full team is actually focusing him here, so I might not actually end up dying, but I'm gonna go ahead and give chase. He's calling in his second armor drop. Gonna go for the pin early, miss it there, and now it's kind of just me and him alone over here. I think the rest of my team is maybe backed off. No, we got a few of them still having. Looks like the Stego's firing the missiles. Getting a lot of the melee hits. I think Alysnes is out of energy. Can't get out of that combo. He's going to drop out of that. And he's hitting me with the melee attacks. If he hits me with a couple more, I might die. But I still throw out my melees as well. And with some help from my friends there, we are able to take him out. But now, I'm in that position I didn't want to be in that I mentioned before. I'm low on health as A key generates. And I'm also very far away from it. But I'm still going to try and make my way over there. A couple stray shots coming my way. Going to use the pin to get farther away from them. And it looks like a teammate has grabbed the key again. Shoutouts to Welkin, really being a team player here, actually playing an objective. So I'm going to try and do my part here and see if I can help escort him over to the rocket. It's going to take the long way around here and group up with him. Looks like he's fighting someone in here. Yes, looks like the Panther is here as well. Going to go for the pin. Get a nice hit there. He's really low with a couple melees above his head. But Welkin's boomerangs finished the job. And now I'm going to continue doing my best to escort him here. Going to wait for the door to open. But a shot from behind. Skyrider is flanking. Full health Skyrider here. Didn't have my pin ready. That actually would have been a great spot to get it right at the start. But now he's kind of hiding behind these jamming fields. I see him through it all. Do get a pin. Get some decent damage. I'll try and give chase as he drops more of the jamming missiles. A couple bits of damage here and there. He's up in the corner. A few more hits. Continuing to give chase. And it looks like I'm getting shot in the back from someone. Another jamming missile goes down. And I lose sight of him. Trying to see if I can find him in all the chaos there, but Narukami has walked in, not even cloaked there, just straight up in front of me, landing the sniper shot to finally get away that final little bit of HP. As I went down there, I think I served my job as a distraction. Welkin has made it over to the rocket, as you can see here, and has given us enough point to take the lead. Not going to be enough to secure the win, but give us a little bit more breathing room here against the enemy team. And I should spawn up in time for the next key coming up pretty soon here. He just became active, and the storm is active though, so it's gonna be a little bit hard to tell where friend or foe is. I'm trying to drop on it right away, and it is the Skyrider again. Gonna give a chase, launch the pin, and barely clip him with the end of it. That is enough to kill. He was still weakened from our previous fight, and it is gonna save us from the enemy team getting quite a few points off that. If he would have been able to make it to the point, would have been hard to track him down in the pulse storm interference. But right now, I'm just throwing out pins as I can, not able to lock on to anyone during this. I think this Alysnes is my friend. I know the Panther can't be one because I'm already that, and I try to hit him a little bit there, but not too much damage available. And we're just going to head in the general direction of A as the key begins to generate there. Storm does go down though, and I spot in front of me a Narukami. Haven't seen them all game aside from when they killed me. A very meaty pin there to take out basically their full health bar and get that kill. And now the Storm is fully finished. Gonna make my way back over to that A point. See what we can do. Welkin is once again doing a good job being on the objective. One of my other teammates is there as well. I actually was thinking, I think this door opens under some circumstances. Was hoping it would open for me if I waited there for a sec, but it did not seem to want to. So I'm taking the long way around. Welkin's got his box on the key, but there's too much firepower that goes on pretty quick. Try to charge the Stego, run directly into that wall there, which it does block melee charges as well. And I'm trying to figure out who the best target is here. I see a few there, but these jamming missiles really make it hard to lock on with my pin in these tight quarters. Let's see the Aquila here, other sniper. I haven't really seen much of him all game. I think he's been landing a couple shots on me though. Got him pinned in the corner here. A lot of just regular melee attacks are able to finish that kill, and it looks like just Skyraider and Stego left in here. Try to get the hit on that Skyraider. He's very low HP, but once again, dropping into the jamming missiles. Another pin missed. Running low on resources here, and I think my other teammates either died or had to back up. And I can't find the Skyraider, just going to land one more pin on the Stego. I have no clue what his health was at because he's in that cloaking field. But I got a little bit of damage on him before I went out, and I don't think they have any healing or repair on their team, so that damage is going to stay with him until he goes down. Let's see here, and it's going to land a lot of damage. Just curious how much damage I actually did to him. He was at full health before that, so there's no way I was going to get the kill. But Finn did a good amount there, and then I got a couple melees afterwards before going down, so would have been better if I got the Skyraider, but at least we contributed a little bit here. But I'm guessing the enemy team probably got the key right there. Looks like they did. Yeah, they're on the rocket right now. I'm just going to land over here because I know B key is starting soon, and I'm hoping my team can handle it over there. They did finally take out the key carrier. Didn't get their full score off that, so we still have a bit of a lead. B key is about to activate. I'm in the perfect position for this. Try to go for it, but Alysnes drops from the sky, hits me with some missiles, and I'm not going to be able to grab that without being uncontested. But some of my teammates are coming in. Looks like Skyraider's dropping some missiles on this Alysnes. If we can kill him fast enough, no other enemies seem to be in the vicinity. And it looks like the team actually took out the Aquila as well, so that's going to help us out. He's just getting pretty low. Knocked away his first set of armor there. Let's see if I can get a pin on him when he's out of his full armor form. You can potentially get a kill without him being able to call in the second one, but he did call it in early, probably exactly for that reason. But while I'm fighting over here, I think once again, Welkin, the absolute hero, is going for the key grab, and he's got it in his box. And I'm going to do my best to defend him. Get a little bit of a hit on the Skyraider, force him to back off. Panther pins me, but I'm okay with that because it means Welkin can run away for free. I'm going to take a quick inventory of who's behind me, but I'm going to run over and catch up with my Welkin friend. As he's running for the touchdown, puts down the box, steps his foot in, and that is going to put us over the point threshold for the win. So overall, a very good game as Panther. Not able to play as much objective as I probably should have been, but I was focusing a lot of the high priority targets, dealing a lot of damage, getting a lot of kills, 11 kills, not a lot of assists. Pretty selfish in my fighting, I guess. Getting a lot of people from beginning to end with that pin, which is kind of what it's good for. But Stego getting the MVP, not too big of a surprise. There's some of you who probably noticed that when the Stego is in the match, he usually gets the MVP, putting out a lot of damage. But personally, my MVP goes to the Welkin, doing a great job with the objectives, so huge shout outs to them. But anyway, that's going to be it for this time, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed seeing some of the gameplay. Hopefully you are all enjoying the Mecha Breda like I am. But that is all for now, so thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.